right. All right. Let's see here. I wonder if there's another cable. My battery's starting to go out on here. Let's see. Okay. Back on. Okay, we're back on again. So right now we're going to be using the heat gun. Whoa! Sorry about that. Seems like my phone's a little too heavy for it. So yeah, I think you guys can kind of see each other over here. See yourself on the live stream as you're messaging. So good to see you guys. There's 2 people on the chat today. What we're going to do right now is to learn how to remove the glass from this frame using the heat gun. Set it at maximum temperature setting. Here's a fan speed. We'll be going to like maximum fan speed over here. Ready? Who's ready for this? Let's do this. Hello, Daniel Williams. Welcome. It's good to have a little bit of, I forgot this one. Good to have a little bit of juju juice on one hand too, so you don't have to walk so far to grab it in between the times. Let's study the phone. It looks like here's the part. Here's a phone. Here's a part. There are no cables behind here, so the LCD itself is already damaged, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Let's go ahead and penetrate. The initial penetration will be here on this side, and we'll cut across all the way around the perimeter. There we go. You'll notice that I'm keeping the heat gun about 50%. Let the airflow over here, a little bit of airflow over here, a little bit of airflow over here. Feel the temperature, gauge the temperature with your other hand. To the initial penetration. Remember those 2 keywords, okay? 1, penetrate. 2, rotate. We want to rotate it to the flat end so that you reduce damage to your blades. I'll pivot it down a little bit. A little bit of prying action. A little bit more juju juice. So it's a combination of heat, pry blade, penetrate, rotate, and your juju juice. And the last component you'll need is time. The right amount of time underneath the heat gun. So what's considered the right amount of time varies a little bit from phone to phone, from adhesive to adhesive. Got the blade in there. And it's not exactly a prying action like this. It's more like a slicing action, see? Cutting in underneath of the adhesive. Okay, so if we look carefully, my blade is actually on the wrong layer. See that? It should be underneath of that, the metal layer. I'll bring a pair of tweezers for you guys to see. It should be underneath of this layer. Right now it's just separating the glass from the LCD. So this screen is already damaged, so it's not too big of a concern, but let's say if we wanted to separate the screen without damaging it, that's the right layer to go under, right there. Okay, put our tweezers away. Oops. Put our tweezers away and look, go back to heating it up. Makes it easier to come off when it's you're on the correct layer as well too. You guys want to be careful to apply not too much heat because the bezel is made out of plastic. Too much heat will actually melt the plastic. There you are. Comes off nice and easy like so. Alright. Yeah, you too can separate the screen from your phone with the help of 123 Phone Doctor. We're about 30 minutes in on this repair. It took about 2 hours yesterday, so we're 2 hours and 30 minutes in. Looks like a little bit too much heat right there on this side. You can see a little bit of warping on the bezel. We will need, no, actually, I apologize, I'm wrong. That's not a heat. If you look at it really closely, it's actually a piece of glass. Okay, we can get that piece of glass off. Wear yourself a nice set of strong spectacles, glasses, so that you can see the fine details. So that was confirmed to be a piece of glass. Keep your new parts away from this area, because what happened... Hey, Crystal. How are you? Good, good, good. Good to see you. I'm streaming on a live stream. Yeah. 4:53. Got Miss Crystal just walked in over here. Oh, had a little bit of debris there, huh? Try to trim off as much as you can as far as debris goes. Use your blade. Once again, it's not the pointy side that you want to use. You want to rotate it so it's on the flat side. Oops. And at this point, I'll ask for one more set of tools. The next set of tools we'll use is a cotton ball. I'll ask for the help of Mr. Nick. It's always good to have a standby assistant on standby, because sometimes you'll need more tools than what you originally anticipated, or just need a helping hand. Oh, look, there's another piece of glass right there. Try not to install it with all these glass in there, otherwise it'll cause what I call spontaneous crack syndrome, SCS. Thank you, sir. got most of it off. Set this off to the side, like real far back. Wish I had like an unlimited work surface to play with, but we'll work with what we got. I'm gonna scrape this off to the side. We'll have to vacuum it later. You can use your blade to just plow it all the way. Now, we'll bring a piece of cotton swab. Actually, we can also do this. Just let it drip in there and seep in there. Don't need to really squeeze that bottle. See? Ooh, if we squeeze it too much, it'll just squirt off the top. So no squeezing action needed. Just let gravity. It's gravity fed in. Gravity feed. I don't know the terminology. Hopefully you guys know. There you go. Okay. There you go. Maybe we can get see if we can get Krista to help out with the labeling of the section back there and just get her started on it. You know, once you get settled in.
This one we'll leave out. If you want that. Yeah.
There you go. Set off your cotton ball to the side. Any large pieces of cotton ball, pull off with your fingers. Oh man. Sometimes it causes discoloration in your thumb or your fingers. It's juju juice. So it'd be a good idea to work on it with a set of gloves. Alright, time to lay in the new LCD. There you go, this is the LCD panel. Thread it in through here. Just like so. Oh, there's one more thing I forgot to mention. Oh, okay, there you go. This actually has insulative capped on insulative tape here, so that's a good thing. Sometimes we have to. It doesn't come like that at the factory. We have to tape it on there. Just put some attention to detail and remove some of this adhesive film. Okay. Up. Tricky here. Tear it too much. Put on it too much and it might tear. Doesn't look like it's on there right. Just wasn't straight. There it is. Alright. Now what we're going to do is going to thread that. Thank you, sir. Thread that in just like a needle in a haystack, or a needle and threading a thread through a needle. If you have some a little bit of filtered. Head now, sir. All right.
Hey, the X7, by the way, I put it in a maximum duty protector because the screen was coming out, but it looks pretty good.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Yep. I forgot a piece. It's called the earpiece filter. I have to transfer this over too. Totally forgot about it. There you go. So, let's open it back up. Gently, carefully.
Alright, y'all.
Okay, B. We'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I need to slow it down a little bit. I actually don't really know which way it's facing. Hard to see. 2.5, huh? Maybe I'll grab some 3.0s. I'll be right back, guys.
How'd you want to adhere it to?
Huh?
How'd you want to adhere it?
Probably like a drop of T7000. A couple drops of T7000. There you go. Well, sometimes it's good to have a fresh set of eyes. Can the helper of our general manager, Mr. Nick over here, he's helping lay that bad boy in. There you go. Well, let me see if I can reach my glasses here. These are pretty nice, 2.5s. I'm gonna put a drop of T7000 medium viscosity. Now the T difference between the T and the B7000s is that T stands for black. So when the color of the adhesive comes out, it's actually a black colored one. Put a drop over here, just to hold it in place so it doesn't fall out when I'm putting it in. But not so much where it blocks up the sound, just in the corners. Cap it back up so it doesn't dry up. It's all too often we forget to cap it back up and it dries up. Alright, looks like the filter's in there. Oh, yeah, thank you. No dust bunnies, no pieces of glass on there. To the best of our knowledge, we don't see it. Look, there's a little bit of a fold over here, a fold pattern, so we can use that for next time. Fold and hold, thread it through once again. Pass it through. And Let's align it across the top. Right here, across the top over here. Uh-oh, this one's a little tricky here. I felt a little bit of uneasiness up here. Little notch cut out from the frame damage. Have to be careful with that. Alright. In there, there's even like alignment pins. There's an alignment notch right here. Align it in there. Fit the connectors in. Sometimes you have to view the connections from this angle rather than from this angle. The reason why is from this angle is that your vision's blocked, so you have to rotate your phone 90 degrees so you can see it from this angle. Approximately 90. You adjust your view and your angles as needed to get that FPC connector lined up before you press down. Now that's lined up, now you can press down. See? Alright. There you go. And now we'll fit the battery in there. Oh, but before we do that, make sure that the existing adhesive is strong enough to hold the battery in there. Looks like it may need a little bit more adhesive. I'll go ahead and get some more adhesive for you guys. Now, the tricky part of putting adhesive over here, actually it's not so tricky. If we ever need to service it again, you want to trim that adhesive so that it's not on top of the cable. Pair of scissors. This looks like it's strong enough. This looks like it's strong enough. Now, the purpose of the adhesive isn't just to hold the battery. It actually uses it actually reinforces the rigidity, the frame, the overall structural integrity of the phone. So if we have the time to, you should, if you have the time to, it is actually important to lay the adhesive in there, as much adhesive as you can fit on there. This will help reduce the frame from flexing. There you are. Actually, I'm going to set it here just so that I don't clutter up my main work surface here. And inserting the battery, I would like to recommend that you insert the connector first before dropping the battery in. This way it's aligned ahead of time. There you are. Drop it in. The battery is a little bit has a little bit of a bend to it. It's not completely solid like a plate of steel or a plate of aluminum. It does allow for a little bit of give and flex. A bit of a concern here. Let's piece it together and put this piece off to the side in case complications develop. I'll have it taped to the top, the old piece, the old part. And during the phone repair process, what I'd like to do is I'd like to coach our guys to label the old parts with N, N, D, S, S. So this stands for name, number, device, symptom, so NNDS, date, and then DSD. Okay, feels like I made that up. Name is Justin. Number looks like it ends in 6972. Name, number, device is Moto G stylus. Symptom is cracked screen. And date, that is see here, the 20th, so 012022. My name is Luxy, my initials LK. Assistant to help me today is Mr. Nick, so MD. I'll tape this part using a clear piece of tape up here. This looks like a RF antenna connector of some sort. So I'm going to set this off to the side. Alright, study our screw layout before we begin the screw fixing process, screw reinsertion process. Oh, my favorite screwdriver. Let's begin to fix the screws back in. A little bit of a wave in this part, in this panel, confusing me a little bit. So I didn't really need to remove the stylus on that repair, but it's here. There you go. Thank you, Daniel. Hope you guys are having a good day today. You know, honestly, it's the wrong screwdriver. If you look closely, it's not a Phillips. It's actually a T5, if I remember correctly. So let me go ahead and get the correct screwdriver for you guys. Be right back. Alright, here we are. Set of screwdriver and a bunch of bits. Now if you guys recognize, this one's a set from iFixit. They're pretty nice. Although not my favorite screwdriver set, they're pretty nice. Let's go ahead and find the T5. T4, T5, there you go. I think this is the correct one. Torx 5. Yeah. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, these seem to fit a lot better. Alright, do one final look over before we put the last panel back on. And I think I'll also insert the SIM card as well too. There you are. Maybe it's upside down. If it doesn't fit into the first time, don't force it in. Take it back out and reinsert. See how it's not really going in? Gentle taps, doesn't go in. flip it around. Just Michael, yes, I'll probably need a little bit more time to oh, if it's in this way. I'll probably need a little bit more time to make sure that there's no sensitive client information that's spread across throughout the store, and then I can do like a store tour for you guys to see. There you are. Just have to worry sometimes of the client's sensitive information, that's all. Alright, where are we at over here? Let's resume with the screws. So notice how I laid out the screws. So the lower sections will translate to the lower area of the phone. The upper section will translate to the upper area of the phone. I'll start off first with the easiest ones. Easiest ones are in the extremes. Here's one over in this corner. That one goes at this corner. So this helps me track the screws a little bit better. Sometimes you'll do it sequentially. This has been found to be the most time efficient way to track your screws. I think some other technicians would like to have sketches and drawings of where the screws went, but we want to balance that point of over documentation may consume so much time that it's not a good return on the investment. So we always have to, in order to stay profitable. Now Mr. Nick has identified that there might.
Go ahead and stop.
Stop.
Yep. So, remember that picture I took where there were two, those on the board, those are not there, correct? I just was confused by that silver on this top section.
Oh, those? Yeah. And you're referencing back to a picture, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if these are switch or not.
Okay. You can resume.
Okay. So we'll reference back to a picture that we took before the repair to see where that white screw went. Let's see, is that going in? Oh, that's not even a screw hole. Sometimes you have to be careful. They look like screw holes, but they're not. That one right there sure isn't. Can't force it in if it's not. No problem, just Michael. So tell us again where you guys are from, if you don't mind. So the more we share and the more we say it, the easier it is to remember. It's always good to see you guys visiting back over and over on my live stream. I remember Daniel Williams because he's also a moderator here. And Misha C. Keshak Vom or eat red, huh? Florida. Okay. How's the weather like in Florida so far? And right now I'm just may not look like I'm concentrating on the repair, but I am. I'm the process of torquing the screws. I loosely fit them prior, so it's in their position, but now I'll go back and tighten them down and torque them down. UK J Forshaw. Now, do you guys do repairs, phone repairs on a regular basis as well? Bad. Oh, what's RN? BADRN.
Well, it must be raining.
Oh, the weather.
Is
Okay.
it raining in Florida?
Yeah, we just had a little bit of a snow. It's not really a snowstorm, probably a flurry of snow. But yeah, it gave me a chance to take away from my usual day-to-day routine to build like a snowplow video for you guys to see. There you are. Okay. Reseat my screwdriver. Let's see, we'll turn it on and test it out. Almost there. Oh, RN plus, so rain plus right now. Do you guys have TikToks and YouTube channels as well? That'd be cool if you guys can make a TikTok and YouTube of your weather conditions and tag me in it. I always like to see different people from different regions. Oh, there you go. Looks like a little bit of unevenness in the adhesive over here, so I'm rubbing it off with my thumb. Repairs is such a manual process. There you are. It's a big piece over here. So I'll leave this on, and then I'll re-adhere some PSA. So you guys remember what PSA means. PSA is like this, pressure sensitive adhesive. Be right back. I'll grab a strip. It's going to be approximately 18 to 20 inches. So for the back side, since it allows for a larger surface area, I'll grab like a 3mm strip, a little bit thicker. Be right back. All right. Quick check from Mr. Nick. It's always good to have peer cohorts to like cross-checking. Helps reduce the error rate. So never feel a sense of intimidation or feel uneasiness. Always invite others who cross-check and look things over, do a once look over just to make sure everything's lined up right. There you are. So we'll start off over here, just because you know you guys can start off anywhere. I like to do a continuous bead with the adhesive, just like this. Oh, I did a little bit shy and a little bit short on the adhesive again. Maybe I needed a full 20-inch strip. It's always hard to calculate just off of like oh, actually it's enough. It's very hard to calculate manually, but it's sometimes cost prohibitive to just get exact with the dial caliper every single time. Okay. There you go. Now once again, I want to reiterate that it doesn't have to be perfect just because this repair isn't going to be completely watertight, water resistant. There you are. Press this down a little bit. A little bit more time efficient when you do a continuous bead like that. So this way you don't have to pick at it. Spend a lot of time just picking at the film with a set of tweezers. Well, it's starting to get a little bit messy. It's always good to have a little bit of a waste container, trash container nearby. Clean up as you go along, so this way the trash and the debris doesn't clutter your work surface. For the old part, I taped it onto the LCD.
Oh, you taped it onto the LCD?
Yep.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah, actually we'll probably take it out of the box just for the sake of like, yeah, if anything, if you want to remove this with the heat gun and tape it onto the LCD, we'll save it with the morgue. This is our morgue section. I don't know if that's a correct word to use or not, but it reminds me of the morgue. And they had adhesive around here. I'll go ahead and put that adhesive back. There we go. Looks like about a 4-inch strip, a 5-inch strip. Once again, we're going to go right around like that, a continuous strip, rather than small sections. Now you use your tweezers. Yeah, that looks good right there. We'll put this old part over here in our phone morgue. So in case we need a reference back or check out any old parts, it's there. There you are. Keep your parts organized, or your tools organized as you go along. All right, it's back on. Oh yeah, nice. Oops, can't show that area, that part. That's customer's sensitive information. Oh man. There you go. Then I have to turn off the airplane mode next, just to make sure everything's good to go. Last step of, yeah, would you like to check it out too, sir? Yeah. There you go. And I think my side is done. I'm going to defer the rest of the repair to Mr. Nick. He's really excellent with the screen installs. So, all right, airplane mode. Oops. Let's go ahead and turn off airplane mode over here. Protect that and conceal the client's sensitive information.
Yeah, pull it down twice, I think.
Pull it down twice.
There you go.
Yeah, okay. Settings. Okay, I'm going to kind of let Mr. Nick handle that. That's on another another YouTube feed. how to deactivate the airplane mode.
There you go, sir.
Alright, we're back in business. It says LTE, we have a signal, Xfinity Wi-Fi, mobile network is T-Mobile. Our speaker, Justin. See all. Visible as Moto G. Pair new device. Okay, looks like other devices are showing up. Wi-Fi. Make sure that we have a Wi-Fi pulling up. Okay, so all the Wi-Fi networks around us are popping up as well. Let's run a quick test on the camera features. Well, normally I would show this, but I want to protect the client's personal identity, so I'm going to flip the camera down briefly. Okay, we ran into a little bit of a complication. When I called, the screen completely blacked out. So when it blacks out like this, it means that the proximity sensor is obstructed. Be right back. Oh, that's interesting.
I may have missed that. To verify the call, please say or enter the passcode associated with this account. You can also say,
Oh, actually,
This is very intermittent. Oh,
okay. It's working now, the proximity sensor. Alright, so speakerphone works.
there's a wait.
Earpiece works. You can hear it. It's just a robot speaking, so no worries. So now we're going to do some post-testing with the electrical scanner. Okay. Electrical scanner is responding at 1.3 amps. It is taking a charge, as we can see on here. So this means the phone is taking a charge. Interesting. Whoops. Alright. I think next we want to test is the camera.
it's the Moto apps. I think it's a different gesture, I think.
Alright, yeah, so don't mean to cover the camera, but actually I do mean to cover it just to keep the client's information private. Let's see here. Camera. Oh, there it is, right there.
Okay.
Alright, perfect, yeah. Your battery is low, some features may be limited. Okay, here's the rear camera, it's working well. And here comes the front camera. I think that's it to flip the front camera. Oh, good. The front camera's working well too. Alright. Go and turn it off. I think we tested pretty much all the vital features. Here's the phone protector the client bought. See here, protective cover is $39.99. Test fitted on there. Wow, looks pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and pause this take a break from this repair. It's been an hour and 13 minutes. Typically, we want to spend only about like 45 minutes on a repair. Take a break, about 15 minutes break, and resume. Meanwhile, I'll ask Mr. Nick to stream from his camera to show you how to install a screen protector on. Nice glass screen protector. So yeah, good luck on that, sir. I'll go ahead and chat with the viewers for a little bit.
They won't see me because mine's not private. Mine's private.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll take a break from the repair. Thanks, Daniel. I'll see you next time on the next live stream, okay, guys?